Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my first ever hardcore driver career. We're going to skip right over F2 and go straight into Formula One. We're going to be doing a full season, and we are going to make a couple tweaks here. So assist, everything is going to be off. Our difficulty, we're going to start at 105 for the AI. I know they're a little different per track. We'll try to figure that out beforehand. Weekend structure is going to be short qualifying, short races, career settings. So driver moves is going to be on. I'm going to shut off R&D management. I don't really want to have to go through all of that stuff. I want to let the teams decide on what will be best, just because, you know, like the my team career mode, I feel like that's like the major focus in this. Rules and flags, so strict for corner cutting. We're gonna do increase for safety car and red flag. Simulation settings, this is gonna be the biggest thing, so I want to get this out of the way now. I am leaving rewinds on. I have a Moza R9 wheelbase and it will disconnect occasionally, and I don't know why. I haven't been able to fix it. The only way I can get force feedback in the wheel again is rewinding, or like instead of driving out of the pits, if I do a flying lap, I'll have force feedback. If I drive out, sometimes it doesn't work. So I'm going to leave rewinds on just for that reason. We are not going to be using them if we damage our front wing, if we hit a wall and take a wheel off. Formula One is all about surviving, right? All the rookies that have come in for 2025 and 2026, there is no restarts. So that's kind of where we're going with this, right? We're a rookie driver, and the goal is going to be making it to the very top team, Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari. I would say McLaren. I know they just won the constructors and Lando won the drivers, but I am not a McLaren fan. Also not really a Mercedes fan. So we're going to be shooting for Red Bull or Ferrari. Maybe we could bring Ferrari back on top. Like I said, top team, simulation damage. We need to control our race as best as possible. I'm sure it is going to be a disaster some weekends, but this is to challenge myself, and I want to see if I can get this done. I've never played on simulation damage, not like this before. So that is going to be our settings. We are going to play with official teams only for now, official drivers only, and we are going to replace one of our drivers on the grid though. So we will create our driver, because I want to start from the bottom and work our way up. We are going to be going with the Kick Sauber F1 team. Big fan of Jonathan Wheatley. Love what he's doing this season with Audi. I think they have a very, very good package. I think their driver lineup is fantastic. I want my teammate to be Hulk because I love Hulkenberg. I love Gabby. He has been fantastic, but I think for better team performance, the higher rated driver will be the way to go. So now let's jump in and get some contracts signed.
Finally, let's do this for real. Sorry it took so long. You know what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir. Anyway, believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on. Let me show you what we've got. So, all the usual stuff, merchandising, likeness, blah, blah, blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you.
So are we going to be able to dominate Nico Hulkenberg? Let's hope so. We are going to shoot for, we're setting the bar very high, very, very high for our target rating. A full 10 points up, because that's as high as we can go. Our rating's not that good to begin with. Experience is at 50. We are going to sign this here and get ready to roll. Okay, so it looks like there are some upgrades coming, but it looks like they might only be for Hulkenberg. So we're going to be getting stuff late, which is not good. Okay, we're going to stick with a softer allocation and let's go to race weekend. Not what I wanted to see. Wet conditions on track. I have never driven in the rain in this game. This is really not going to be good.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix. Right, the car's ready.
First qualifying session of the 2026 season for Kick Sauber. Let's see how this goes here. At least qualifying will be dry. We're going to be slow because we're running a wet setup. I don't know if anybody else will be running a wet setup as well. And let's go for our first full lap. Oh, we almost lose it already. Ooh, not optimal. Oh, and we invalidate our first lap. Not good, not good. Second push lap. Let's see if this goes any better. Still playing it a little cautious. I get the 100-meter board. Still a little early. Not really using all the track, but that's okay. Just need a banker on the board. We're gonna be slow anyway. We got a wet setup on. Oh yeah. That's not good. Here we go. Final flying lap. Little mistake there. Another little wobble, not good. Only a 10th up right now. Pushing it close to track limits. It's okay though. Break a little bit later there. On throttle earlier. Much better lap. A second and some change up. Where is that going to bring us? P14. I will take that. For our opening race, I will take that. I do not want to have to push like that during the race, though. That is going to be a little sketchy. And we were seriously outclassed by our teammate. Russell gets P1, Yuki in second. Lewis Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Kimi, Carlos, Max, Nico in the top 10, Lando, and Esteban Ocon. Past cars are looking pretty decent, I do have to say. We did get Fernando, both Williams. All right, let's see how this race goes.
The winter is over. It's time for Formula One 2025. Yes, that long break that you've all been coping with so well can now be put to the back of your minds. It's on-track action and it's off-track drama. That's what we're looking forward to. We're a stone's throw from the enormous Port Phillip Bay for today's race at the 3.28-mile Albert Park circuit. It's a bumpy racing surface here, and the 14 corners could prove especially difficult in the wet conditions. So watch out for a safety car at some point during this Grand Prix. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. And Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Piastri, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Sainz. Verstappen, Hülkenberg, Norris, and Esteban Ocon. Behrman, Stroll, Charles Leclerc, Daniel, Fernando Alonso, Lawson, Pierre Gasly, and Alex Albon. Hadjar and Franco Colapinto rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me, bringing glamour and expertise to our commentary today, Naomi Schiff. As much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really enjoyed the build-up here and all the speculation, I really want to see some action. And finally today, we get some proper action on the track.
This is always such an exciting time in the season. First of all, it's the first time they'll be racing their new cars. So that's always an exciting thing for drivers to look forward to. But also, they've had a long time off during the winter break. So it's about dusting the cobwebs off, getting the rust off of their bones, and really getting their elbows out there and having some fun.
I have a feeling we will have to switch to intermediates at some point. Yeah, this is gonna be tough, man. I've never driven in the rain. Visibility is pretty poor. I don't know if the track will dry up at all.
Radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now.
I'd like to get a good feel for where the braking points are, but we're just gonna have to assume the worst. Not how I imagined starting this series off right here. And our tires are ice cold. This is going to be a dreadful couple laps. Oh my God, the core's barely up there. Get a nice little angle on this. Ooh,
Decent
not a
parking.
great,
Let's
not a
try and
great
get good
start
launch
either.
as the lights go out.
All right, here we go. Race 1. Lights went out early. Very nerve-wracking, very nerve-wracking. AI is going very slow. As we get around Leclerc, I am going to be very, very conservative. Ooh. Maybe not conservative enough. This is treacherous. Oh, this is very treacherous. As we have a run off the track already. And we are holding up some people. Our rears are in the window. Now we just need to get our fronts up to temp.
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
Hopefully it won't be too bad. Oof. We brake nice and early, easy on the throttle, watch the curb. Okay, not a terrible lap 1. I thought it was going to be much worse. We are tiptoeing around the track right now, though. Still holding off Leclerc, which I think is good. If it stays like this, I don't think we're going to see a dry line. One thing, oh yeah, we got to work on that turn. As Leclerc now gets by us. Could feel the car hydroplaning. If we do have to pit, we will have to throw a little bit into our front wing for sure. Bring it up by another 3 clicks. Oh yeah, we are. This is not good. Our opening debut. This is not what I pictured. As we almost lose it.
Yellow flag.
We got our first yellow flag of the session.
Okay, clear.
Was really hoping to see a little bit of a dry line open up, but I have to short shift. Okay, a little bit better. Not perfect, but a little bit better. Try to use some battery. Got Albon right on us. Ooh, and that looks like Piastri out of his home race.
Okay, red flag, mate. Red flag. No overtaking, please. We'll see you in the pit lane.
And we have our first red flag. It looks like it's raining just as bad as before. Certainly doesn't feel any better. Ooh, Gasly's gonna get by us here. Can we run down the inside of him a little bit? Yes, we can. Hold on to that position. Nope, he is right next to us. Try to leave him room. There's definitely a little bit of a dry line forming now, which is nice.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Front tires are still very cold. This is much better. Still sketchy, but much better. I feel more confident. Not much confidence, but a little bit more confident. Just gotta stick to the dry line, try to stay out of some of the dirty air, but stay on the dry line. Like, could be good. Have to use our battery like crazy to keep up. Ooh, as we run a little wide. It's okay though.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Really trying to keep up with these guys here.
Okay, mate, Gasly's behind you. We want to keep them behind, please. It's critical for our race.
Okay, so we have a goal, stay ahead of Gasly until lap 9. I think we could do that. Might just have to use a bunch of battery. We're right behind this train. We're not exactly with them. Have to slow down a little bit more for that one. Too much. George Russell, new fastest lap of the race. I believe he is still out front. With a Ferrari behind him. I don't know exactly who's in front of him just yet.
Forecast suggests the rain's going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. We should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water.
All right, this is good. Track is drying up a little bit. Struggling. I struggle on the dry. Definitely going to be an interesting race. I just can't seem to get that corner down. Even in the dry, I struggle with it. Oh, we got to keep Gasly. Got to keep him back. Yeah, there's definitely a nice little line forming here. You could definitely tell the track's getting quicker. They are setting faster and faster laps. This could be a chance to overtake, maybe. Ooh. Oh, okay. A little bump from Albon. Not what I was expecting. Then we got Hadjar right on us. Make this Salba a little wide. Man, Albon racing dirty. Finding a little bit more confidence now in the rain. Trying my best to stay on that line. Ooh, we almost lose it. Very, very close. Getting a little too confident there. Try to tone everything back. It looks like our teammate's doing fantastic. One thing,
Great stuff. It looks like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race.
one thing I absolutely love about rain, even in real life and across all games, it's the one equalizer. If you could perform well in the rain, it really can. This could make or break our season. With Hulkenberg qualifying where he did, and if he gets a good finish, this could be massive points for us. Massive points. Rain definitely lightened up a lot here. Honestly, my goal right now, just hold this position as much as I can. Able to break a little bit later now. Rear is very unstable. Oh, and Albon goes around, which is good news for us. Oh, not a great start for us.
Green flag.
Oh, I broke very, very early. Oh, the focus is unreal right now. Oh, we could really use some points. Our debut race points would be fantastic. I don't think it's going to happen just yet. Anything is possible, though.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Or Alonso comes in for the block. Can we get him here, though? Nope. Very dangerous game going up all the curbs like that.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Oh, this is definitely going to be a tough one. Holding off Gasly very well. Alonso looks like he's struggling through that sector right there. If we could have a really good last couple corners, we could maybe get him to the line. We could stick with him. I just don't have the confidence of the grip like these guys do. The rear end's sliding, as you can see, all over the place. Let's try to hold our position.
The final lap of the race. Final lap.
Oh man. What a nerve-wracking last lap. Surprisingly, our first warning for track limits. Cannot let Gasly get by us. Ooh. Oh my lord, what a save. Something tells me these tires are 17% might not seem like a lot, but I feel like in the rain it is. And as we come across the line to finish our first race with Kick Sauber,
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
we get P14. Not bad for my first ever wet race, and that was a proper wet race.
We've seen a brilliant display of the Russell hustle. It's George Russell who wins.
Well, they kept us guessing during pre-season testing. We all wondered who it was going to be, and to have them drawn out here today, that they are the ones to beat, just goes to show that all the work they put in has really counted.
Formula One.
Well, I think for our debut race, finishing in the rain very well, very well. Our teammate Nico got a fantastic P6 and brings us home 8 points, and it was one hell of a race, as we have a DNF for Piastri and a big penalty for Albon, it looks like. And it looks like Oscar's out with a mechanical failure. Albon was just all over the place, not serving his penalty. Whew, it's rough. Very rough. With that said, we are still behind our rival, Nico, but we gained some big points for us today in experience, racecraft, and awareness. Our focus, unfortunately, we lost a lot for our pace. We are not off to too bad of a start. If you enjoyed this, please drop a follow, comment down below what top team you think I should try to fight my way to work up to. And we probably don't have too much to do in between this and the Chinese Grand Prix, but we will try to get that done very soon. Next video is coming out very shortly. We will see you guys there. Enjoy. Happy racing.